Okay, I'm going to be a crybaby here. So grab your florals, wear your friends, and let's cry together about the old Star Stable. The first time I've seen an ad for the game was back in 2013. I remember I was very excited about it, but it wasn't available in my country.
Why are you crying?
So fast forward to, I don't know, months or a year, it was finally available for the poor countries.
Não temos dinheiro para botar gasolina. Ô pobreza miserável que nós estamos, Paulo!
So I went to create my account. I'm going to simulate how it happened. As you can tell, I was a very happy 14 years old girl. But seriously, at that time, Star Stable was the best horse game that ever existed. Until Red Dead came. Sorry. I was able to buy my very first horse with only promotional codes that the team released, and they used to do this quite frequently. It was Star Coins codes and Star Rider for like 4 days and sometimes even 2 weeks. It was a blast. I even remember my disappointment, as I had 780 Star Coins, and the horse I wanted was 790, an illusion.
It's ugly.
So I bought the one next to it, the North Swedish horse. Just don't tell her about this, okay? I love her so much. So life was good. I had just bought my very first horse and unlocking new areas when the new codes were released. When I was poor again, I just went back to studying and school, which we all can agree that it sucked. But it was a good balance between doing something important and playing as a reward. Unlocking areas was a big part of the fun for me. I hate story/quest/text games. It's pretty ironic, I know, but I was only there because of the horses. And then one day something bad happened. I became lifetime. Shocking, I know. How can someone complain about that? Well, let me introduce myself. I have a feeling that a bit before that happened, I was already losing interest on the game. But after buying the membership, it was a total downfall. Like PR, perdre total. Think about it. I used to only be able to do missions and unlock areas when I used the codes. And then suddenly I could play at any moment I wanted. There was no reward feeling anymore. So yeah, lifetime kinda killed the mood. And of course, I also thought that I was growing up to be a very childish adult, and the game was becoming
Boring!
Since then, I barely play. I do once in a while pop up online for my 0 friends who all probably deleted their accounts. But as Flash is fast, Flash is cool, Flash also quits because he's old school. What I mean is that I was fast enough to quit, like Flash. You get the idea. Okay, but let me just say something. Star Stable is almost like an idle game. You don't interact at all with things, you just click on them. I know all games are click games, but you'll get my idea. It's not like Red Dead. You grab the plant, or your horse grabs it for you. Oh my god, I love this game. Well, what I mean is that the scenario around you don't get affected by your actions. You can literally go through them. It lacks interaction and muchness, but it's still better than The Sims 4. And let me tell you another thing. There's no actual news, just updates. Yes, there's a difference. This is the era of updates. I have a YouTube channel from when I made videos of Star Stable, so let me show you something. You see this? Fair Grove update 7 years ago. Vintage players will know what I'm talking about. It all started with the horses being updated from generation 1 to 1.5 to 3. Then they started to update the areas. And we're still updating till this day with the new Silverglade Center. What about the white areas on the map that never came? Oh gosh, it's actually even bigger. But let me show you something I found. An interview on the main quest website with the game's director Stacy Place, where she talked about the challenges the developers faced. One of them was the outdated technology of the game that was built 10 years ago. Damn. Guess we have a big problem here. She understands that solving these problems was considered a low priority for a long time, and that's what they're focusing on now, updating the game's engine. So there aren't technically anything brand new. They're updating to make the game run, and then to create more things. I was discussing this with my boyfriend, and he said that it would have been better if they created a game from zero, and that makes a lot of sense. If instead of upgrading the old technology, the team simply focused on creating a new game, we would have all the new things and promised ones a lot earlier. And by promised, I mean I still remember about the couch that we got on a mission that was for a, quote, future project, quote. There's not a day that goes by that I don't look at the couch picture that I hanged on my bedroom and think about it. Well, it will take a long time to update what's left. The character's art, the main quest scenarios, the dam areas, and the horse that it's on your stable right now where it once said it wouldn't be updated, they will be updated. Don't trust them, just hide your pixel horses. Anyways, I'm not their public, so who gives a damn? I do. Listen, Starstable, if you're watching this, why target only kids? I can't even comment on your YouTube channel. Do you think only small girls likes to play you? What about the vintage girls born before 2008? Well, let's be honest, they can target kids and that's fine. And I can't really complain about not liking it. It's just not my type. I don't like to keep going from one character to another to complete missions and simply clicking and that's all, and not having any interactions with other stuff around me. It's just boring to me. But also, I'll be honest, if I had played this version of Starstable when I was like 14, I would have loved it.
Oh my god!
Imagine being able to change the design of the stable. I can pet my horse. How awesome is that? And training the horse unlocks animations. The horses, the places, the characters are so beautifully designed. I can even have Drogon, Dracarys. I would go crazy for this current version of the game. So I imagine that today's kids are getting the best horse game they could ever want. And I couldn't be happier about that. But I'm not happy. I mean, I am, but I'm not at all. I must speak for the teen I once was, okay? You can say it's a nostalgia thing, and I have to agree to a certain degree. But the game seems better than ever, and I see people on their 40s, 60s loving it. What is the problem?
Is you. Me?
Get him, lads! Yeah!
It's the lack of new things. There's a lot of horses right now. I feel like I'll explode into happiness, but I also have an ick because there are too many. They are everywhere.
Acha que eu tô brincando? Quando eu estiver no chuveiro, eu vou estar lá.
Well, after months, I decided to check the news and found out about the Noricor, I don't know how it's pronounced, which I love Dalmatian type of horses. So I had to play it. I did, and I even recorded a bit for you to see my reaction to the horse and also some other stuff that was new to me.
Será que eles vão fazer um pasto? Um dia pra colocar os cavalos? Tipo estábulo. Eu não
sei, cadê os cavalos? Achei, ok. Nossa, é muito confuso. Por que ela anda desse jeito, tão lento? Menino. Tem uns que parece cartoon ainda, tipo, tem carinha de cartoon. Tem uns que de repente é muito realista. Olha aí como é que eu ando, tá vendo? Oxi, bora. Qual que você prefere, esse ou esse?
Esse daí é muito bonito, né? O outro parece que tá sujo.
Parece nada. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Eu não consigo andar direito com essa menina. Olha como é que é agora. Ai, você recebe o cavalinho, daí você pode mandar pro estábulo ou andar agora. Olha o homem aqui, ó. A banana. Ó, o jeito que ele anda assim, ó, é diferente.
Ai,
Só a personagem que não acompanha. Ó, que bonitinho, olha como... Ó. Ó. Como que bonitinho, pô. Eita, era aqui, né? Ali que eu tenho que ir. Ali, ó. Lá embaixo. Achei ela. Ah, minhas roupas. Que legal. Eu posso acessar as roupas daqui. É.
na carteira ali.
Ah, que feio. Tinha que ver antes. Agora eu posso voltar no meu cabelo? Olha, antes você tinha que pagar toda vez que você mudava o cabelo. Você não tinha esse. Deixa no inventário.
Olha, nova geração.
Agora tem rodinha de emoji, olha. Um restinho do jogo velho aqui.
Isso é ótimo.
Olha, boy, tem dragão.
Olha.
Eu finalmente posso ser Calice.
Todas as mulheres pensaram nisso, que pode ser a Calice.
O cavalo. Oxi! Ai, que coisa linda!
Ele voa.
Ai, que coisa lindinha! Ai, ele tá dormindo. Oh, tem um dragãozinho.
Todas as reclamações do jogo foram retiradas, né, mano?
Que fofinho. Ele vai ficar parado aí até quando? Você viu? É, Drogon. Que lindo, olha. Eu gosto de me esconder. Esconder o cavalo também. So, as you can tell, I was a bit excited with all of these things I've came across, even though it's not my type of game. Maybe I can get into recording again if I feel like it's worth it. I don't think it's bad to change. It's actually something to expect that a game will be different in 10 years of its life. I feel like most people who complain about the changes are people who played in their teens or child years like myself. So blame nostalgia there. But to me, the issue is the long night of updates that was even longer than Game of Thrones 1, which was literally a single night. What a disappointment for Game of Thrones. Obviously, too long or too shorts, never go to extremes, people. But what about you? Don't be shy, let's be a crybaby together. How has your experience with Starstable been? If you've been playing for a long time, let me know in the comments what you missed the most and what you like about the changes. Now, if you're a new player, I want to know what captivates you the most about this game. Thanks for watching the video so far. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.